Today I'm going to be reviewing a sleep aid supplement called DeepAsleep by the people who make LucidEsc, the lucid dreaming supplement. Hey guys, welcome back to Tipharot. It's me Matt here, and today I'm talking about a supplement called DeepAsleep. Now this is of course by ViviDream, the people who make LucidEsc, and DeepAsleep is a sleep aid supplement to help you fall asleep and stay asleep and get a long night's sleep. Now the ingredients, I'm just going to read them out to you. There is Montmorency Tart cherry extract, there is Valerian Root extract, L-Theanine, hops flower extract, and Tryptophan. This supplement is vegetarian suitable, so if you're a vegetarian you don't have to worry, there's no gelatin or anything like that in there. So this is a supplement that I thought that I would try out because, you know, I often have insomnia issues, falling asleep at the right time and so on. And recently my sleep pattern once again deteriorated. If you are familiar, if you've been watching my channel for a while, then you know that every so often my sleep pattern just starts to deteriorate every 2 or 3 months to the point that I'm going to sleep at like 4 or 5 AM, waking up at ridiculous times. And you know, it's really unpleasant because then I have to go through this process of like staying up really long so I can actually fix my sleep pattern, because trying to go to bed earlier normally doesn't work. So I experimented with this. I thought, you know, I'll give this a try. What I'll do is I'll take it an hour before bed or a couple of hours before bed and I'll see if I can actually go to sleep a little earlier. So I did that and I was able to actually go to sleep a little bit earlier. Now I will say that when I took it a lot earlier than when I wanted to go to sleep, so say like 11 PM, trying to go to sleep at midnight when I was going to sleep at like 5, I still found that it took me a while to get to sleep. I still went to sleep at like 1 or 2, something like that. But that's a lot earlier than I was actually going to sleep before. That's a lot earlier than I'd be able to go to sleep without it. The other thing that I observed is that I slept a little bit longer than usual. So if you're actually someone who needs to be up at a certain time, I do suggest using an alarm if you don't normally, if you're using this. Because I found when I was using this that I slept for about 9 hours when I normally sleep for about 7. So I was very deeply asleep, as the name suggests. It kind of reminded me of wearing a sleep mask in that respect. The first nights when I first put on a sleep mask after never using one before, I got a really strong effect from sleep masks when I first started using them. So I think that is to do with the melatonin that's in here, because I believe the Montmorency Tart extract, the Montmorency Tart cherry extract, sorry, has melatonin in it. And so that in itself, melatonin is used to regulate your sleep. And when you take melatonin or when you wear a sleep mask, you end up falling asleep quicker, easier, and then you end up sleeping a lot deeper. And so you will actually sleep a little bit longer if you don't have an alarm or if you don't, you know, really force yourself to wake up a little bit earlier. Now with regards to how deep I slept, that was another thing that I actually wanted to touch on, because my insomnia that I experienced doesn't just prevent me from falling asleep in the first place, but one thing that it does is it wakes me up a lot throughout the night. Now it's never really so problematic that I wake up and can't go back to sleep. I don't really have that issue, but I will wake up constantly. I'll wake up, you know, an hour into my sleep, an hour 30 minutes into my sleep, 2 hours 30 minutes into my sleep, and I'll just wake up, you know, for a couple of minutes each time, fall back asleep, but it just gets a little bit annoying. And what I noticed when I was actually taking this was that I didn't have that at all, is that I actually stayed asleep throughout the whole night. Or at least if I did wake up, I don't remember it whatsoever. Dreams I wanted to mention, just like the other sleep aid supplement that I reviewed a while ago, with dreams it had an effect on them because of the melatonin in it. I noticed that I was having more vivid dreams, longer dreams, my clarity in the dreams was higher and so on. I did have lucid dreams during the period when I was testing it, not quite as many as I had with LucidEsc obviously, but I did have a slight increase in the amount of lucid dreams I was getting, which is to be expected if you take anything that contains melatonin. As for how you're supposed to use this, it says take 2 capsules with a drink 1 hour before bed, which is what I did when I first tried it. I also experimented taking it a little bit earlier because, like I said, when I was experimenting with trying to go to bed earlier, I actually was trying to go to bed a lot earlier. I was trying to go to bed, you know, like midnight or even 11 PM. And so I would take it like an hour before that, but it wasn't actually until, you know, an hour or 2 after I intended to go to bed that I actually finally was tired enough to go to bed. But it did bring that period a lot earlier, because normally I would be tired at like 4, and so this time I was tired at like 1 and able to go to sleep at 1. But yeah, so I didn't actually have to take it exactly 1 hour before, because those times it was like a couple of hours before when I took it and it still worked just the same. What I will say though is don't take it like right before you're going to go to sleep. You know, if you take it only 15 minutes before you go to sleep, then you will sleep deeper. But if you're trying to actually fall asleep faster, then you might not get that effect, because what I noticed is that, you know, about half an hour, 40 minutes after taking it, I started to feel a lot more relaxed, and so it was a lot easier to actually fall asleep. Now, when I'd actually moved my sleep pattern back a little bit so it was a bit more normal, and when I took it an hour before sleep, I noticed that I fell asleep very, very quickly. I got into bed and, you know, I was there and I, you know, turned over a couple of times and then basically fell asleep, whereas normally I'd be there for, you know, 10, 15 minutes or so before I fall asleep. So what is my verdict? Is this a thumbs up or is this a thumbs down? This is once again a thumbs up. I really enjoyed this. I found that it actually really did help with my sleep. And one of the nice things was that I just felt really refreshed after I woke up afterwards. So I would recommend this if you need something to help you fall asleep faster or to stay asleep. And also you might be interested in it if you're interested in lucid dreaming. In fact, what I would suggest is if you do actually pick up some LucidEsc from ViviDream, I would suggest picking up some of this as well, because the melatonin in itself will help you with lucid dreaming, and you can play around, you know, maybe taking them together, maybe taking them separately, and you can actually get some more lucid dreams that way. Now, if you do actually want to get some deeper sleep yourself, I'll put a link in the description. It's an affiliate link, so if you do actually go ahead and buy it, 20% of the proceeds will actually go to this channel. So it won't actually cost you anything extra, you pay the same price as normal. In fact, that's not entirely true. You're actually going to pay a lot less than normal, because when you click that link, you're going to get a 20% off discount code, so you can actually pay 20% less while actually still contributing to this channel. But instead of 100% going to ViviDream, 80% will go to ViviDream and 20% will come to this channel. So if you do decide to buy it, or LucidEsc or Supermind, be sure to use the link down below. Anyway, I hope you found this review helpful. If you did, be sure to subscribe down there for more like this. And if you want to keep watching, check out one of the 2 videos linked on screen. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.